Good morning, Angela Yee. Good morning, Charlemagne. Hey, good morning, guys.
Hello.
Hello. Hey. Hey about myself this morning. Well, good morning to you guys. It's Friday! Yes, we got a great show planned for you as soon as my co-hosts come in. 2 Chainz will be joining us this morning. He has a new album that's out today, so we're going to kick it with 2 Chainz. And also Steve Stout. Yeah, Steve Stout, of course, he has a new, I guess it's a label called United Masters. He has a new artist called Chopper, so we'll be kicking it with him as well. What up, Yee?
Hey, Envy. I didn't know the show started.
No, you didn't know it starts at 6 o'clock every morning Eastern time, you know?
It just turned 6 o'clock now.
It's actually 6
o'clock.
Yeah, I'm out there. But you're late. You're late. You're late.
I was here. I was in another room.
No, how you feeling?
I'm still a little sick, but I feel better.
Okay. Did you go to the doctor? You said you were going to the doctor yesterday.
So yesterday I had yet another packed day. Now shout out to my alma mater, Wesleyan. We had a whole panel yesterday. One of my friends, Krishana, she wrote a book, We Come as Girls, We Leave as Women. It's a fictional novel. Mm-hmm. So we had a panel yesterday, being that it's Women's History Month today, starts that. And then last month was Black History Month. So on the cusp of that, we had a great panel yesterday, all women, just discussing storytelling and the importance of storytelling for Black women.
But did you go to the doctor, though?
I didn't have time.
Are you going today?
Today, I'm on another panel. I'm actually going to be doing a fireside chat with Kenya Moore from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
All right.
And that is for Black women in tech panel.
Can you go get Yee some medicine? Because I would hate to hear Yee passed out or something. Like, you got to go to the doctor, Yee. You've been sick for 2 weeks now.
I've been too busy.
You might have the flu or something. Please go to the doctor.
I don't have the flu, but I'm going to tell you.
How you know you don't have the flu? You self-medicating yourself? How you know?
I do feel better. You know how I know I feel better?
Wow.
When you have the chunky phlegm starts coming out, that means you're feeling better, right? Everything's coming out of you.
Oh, my goodness. Shout to the students at Stockton University. I was out at Stockton University yesterday in Atlantic City. Now, this is going to sound stupid, right? But I don't know what came first, the Monopoly game or Atlantic City. I don't know if they got... Because in the Monopoly game, you know, you have Boardwalk, Park Avenue, Ventnor, and all those different streets. But that's the whole Atlantic City. So, you know, as I'm, you know, buying property in Atlantic City, like, I'm buying Monopoly, and it feels like I'm buying a Monopoly board. Like, I just put in an offer for something on Park Avenue. I just looked at something in Ventnor, and I'm like, this is amazing to me. I'm like, my kids would love this because we love Monopoly. I'm like, this is crazy to me. This is, I don't know. I mean, Atlantic City, I'm sure. I mean, I don't know, but I thought it was pretty cool. I really did. Nobody else cares. Nobody else got it. All right, F y'all.
I'm sorry, I zoned out.
But shout out to the students at Stockton University. We're actually trying to do something. I think I told you guys before, you know, I do the real estate thing, and Stockton University, I believe, has 10,000 students. But the main campus in Atlantic City only houses like 500 students. So they need more rooming for the students and for the kids to go to school. So that's always a great investment if you can, to get in there and, you know, find some, you know, build some stuff for the students to have. So we were out there looking at that yesterday. So shout to everybody in Atlantic City. Shout to Marty Moore. We'll be back and doing some more things. But let's get the show cracking. Front page news, what we talking about?
We are going to be talking about yet another person, Dog Park Debbie. Find out what Dog Park Debbie did to deserve this title.
Dog Park Debbie. All right, we'll get into that next. Keep it locked. And if you're on the East Coast, it's snowing. It came out of nowhere. I didn't know it was going to be snowing today either. I woke up this morning, walked outside, no hat on, and it was coming down. It's nasty. So give yourself a little extra time. I know Charlemagne is going to be late because I'm sure he didn't give himself extra time. It's Drip Too Hard. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Let's get in some front page news. All right, what we starting off with, Yee?
Well, let's start off with Dog Park Debbie. This was in Massachusetts. Now, a woman has now gone viral. She called the cops on a black man because his dog was humping her dog at a dog park.
Really?
Now, Franklin Baxley, who's 42 years old, posted the cell phone footage on his Facebook page showing the women just getting so upset and even calling the cops.
Honestly, I'm just trying.
You're not trying to help me.
To tell you.
No, you're not trying to help me. I know the rules.
You're not.
The dogs. I'm obeying the rules. What are you talking about? I'm right here.
Allow your dog aggressively on top of another dog.
The dogs hump each other every day, and I took him off. I took him off. I know it's my opinion, but you don't call the cops over it. That's all I'm saying.
That's pretty stupid. Now, if you have a dog, especially a male dog, and you don't get him neutered. Like, my dog is not neutered. My dog will hump anything.
My dog's a female, and she humps everything, too.
Your dog humps?
Yeah, she does.
Really? That's a female dog?
Yeah, she had this stuffed, like, crocodile toy.
And she's
she
humping?
would hump it. Yeah, absolutely.
A feet? Your female?
Yeah.
I never heard of that. But my
They
dog,
definitely do. They hump your leg.
My dog is a German Shepherd. Well, one of my dogs is a German Shepherd, and Chuck Norris is his name. He will hump anything. He will hump your leg, your foot, your shoe. Another dog. If he caught a squirrel, he'll hump a squirrel.
Yeah,
like,
female
you
dogs
could
get
just tell
horny
he's
too,
horny.
not just men.
I didn't know, but I never seen him hump, like the hump in motion. Like, I mean, and when I say he goes in, he be going in.
Well, Dog Park Debbie would definitely call the cops on your dog then.
And my dog will hump her too.
All right, now YouTube has disabled comments on videos of kids because of safety concerns. They've turned off comments on tens of millions of videos because they're saying that they could be subject to predatory behavior.
That's smart.
Now, what happens is people are going on videos of kids who are doing things like gymnastics, yoga, and some users are leaving comments specifying what times minors are seen in compromising positions, which is making it easier for pedophiles to find clips of young kids performing these activities. So now they have disabled those comments to make it not as easy for things like that to happen. What's wrong with these sick, disgusting people in this
People are
world?
disgusting.
Yeah.
And that Momo thing was fake, huh? The lady, that person that was the fake, and they're saying she was on YouTube telling kids to hurt themselves. They're saying that was fake or something like
teaching
that.
kids how to commit suicide. I don't know if it
They
was
said it
fake
was
or
a
not.
hoax, so I'm not sure. But okay.
All right, now let's talk about Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots. He is pleading not guilty to soliciting prostitution. He has entered a plea of not guilty to 2 counts of that. And he is seeking a non-jury trial. He was charged following a sex trafficking investigation of these day spas and massage parlors in Central Florida. That all started when a health inspector saw some curious things that suggested that women might be living at the actual day spa. So we'll see what happens. The charge is a first-degree misdemeanor, which is punishable by up to 1 year in jail, a $5,000 civil penalty, and a mandatory 100 hours of community service.
I guess you gotta plead not guilty, but if they got you on camera and they got you on tape, they got your car, like, is that? I guess you just have to plead not guilty. You could say it wasn't me.
What I miss?
Robert Kraft pleaded not guilty. I guess you got to, right? You got to, even though they got you on camera and tape and all that other stuff. You have to, right?
Well, he's among 25 people. He was amongst the 25 people accused.
Okay. All right. Well, that is your front page news. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent, hit us up right now. Maybe you had a bad night, a bad morning. Maybe you didn't know it was going to snow like it was, and you were a little late.
Nobody knew it was going to snow.
I didn't
clearly.
know. No.
The roads weren't clear.
Horrible.
No salt on the road.
Nope.
No nothing.
Nope.
But I gave myself a little extra time this morning because I had to listen to Solange album. So I wanted to vibe to that.
Oh.
Yeah.
What you think?
I think it's a great project. It's a great vibe. My wife's going to love it.
I love Solange. You saw she relaunched Black Planet.
That's not going to work, though. Listen, I love blackness like a mother effer. But ain't nobody going on Black Planet, bro.
They might.
No.
They
might.
gotta
Not
they
right
have to
now.
figure out how to repackage it.
Well, we live in an era of digital minimalism. So, as more and more people scaling back from social media, we're not about to add another website. Unless Black Planet is offering something that we can't get nowhere else.
But you know what? Black Planet's been around for such a long time, longer than a lot of these other sites, and people have had their profiles on there for so long. So
Remember when Justin Timberlake tried to relaunch MySpace?
Yeah, they tried that. That was all bad. I think they tried to launch Black Planet before, too.
Yeah, they did.
Well, it didn't work.
I mean, it never went away. They're just...
Is she trying to relaunch Black Planet, or she just got a Black Planet page? It's a difference.
Well, she's the person that they're using as a spokesperson to relaunch it. So that campaign that you saw was officially with Black Planet.
I didn't even see the campaign.
Oh, you didn't see it?
No. I just heard you say it just now.
Wow. All right. Well, get it off your chest. Call us up right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Hello. Who's this?
Yo, this is Jason, man.
Jason, why you crying?
No, I just got in a fight right now. This is what happened. Like, I was about to fight, but this dude, he was like twice my size, right? So I said, since he taught myself, we got to make a fight fair. So he got to tie one hand behind his back. What? So I went in my bag. I'm about to get a rope and tie his hand, and he just started punching me in the face. That's not fair, man.
Where are you, man?
Are you really
This
crying?
is amazing. First of all, what man is going to let you tie their hand behind their back?
Right, like I'm going to go in my car and not pay attention.
It's not fair, man. It's not fair.
Life ain't fair. Man up.
Yeah, you better
Okay,
man
it could have
up,
been
man.
worse. You could have
It's
got
okay.
something.
Hey, baby, you cry and let it out.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
33. You didn't grow up with no father, did you?
Oh, that's not
Do you
nice.
have a father?
Stop
Answer the
telling me he's
question.
crying.
He don't
Stop
have no
it.
father. I can tell he don't have no father. He grew up around his aunts and his sisters and his mom.
Hello, who's this?
This is Andrew Beck from Boston.
Andrew
Just want to give-
Boston.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
What's good? Everything's good, man. How you? Envy, Charlemagne, Yee. How's everybody?
I'm good.
Everybody's
How are
blessed,
you?
man. It's National Peanut Butter Lovers Day.
You mad aggressive, man, for too early, man. Why you so aggressive? It's Friday. You should be chill, man. Just calm and everything.
Man, don't tell that man how to be.
Oh, man, it's about balance, man. We got to be on our toes out here, man.
Damn
I saw
right.
that really sad story about the young girl in Boston who went missing.
Yeah. You know, that's part of my job, actually, right now. But
What?
they found a body in Delaware.
So
you know.
sad.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
What,
Say a
you a
prayer
police
for that
officer?
family. Nah, so I'm in the military, but
Okay.
right now I'm a National Guard, so we work with big incidents like that when it's out of state type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Got you.
Well, be safe out there, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But I wanted to give a shout out, man. I'm coming off of military orders, and first shot, 352 people applied to this firefighter position, and I got selected on the first shot, man.
Congrats, man.
Yeah. So, you know, that's why I'm
dope.
so aggressive. We got to be aggressive towards our goals sometimes. So I want to give a shout out to
aggressive.
anybody out there struggling.
Aggressive.
Yeah, sometimes. About balance. So,
B-E-A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E.
All right, well, congratulations, bro.
Aggressive.
You have a good weekend.
B-E.
you
Aggressive.
too. Be
Aggressive.
Ralph.
Nah, Ross.
Oh, well, all right, Ross. They put Ralph here. But, yo, I've been where you at right now, bro. You stuck in Manhattan and you can't find a gas station. I've been there.
Exactly.
It's hard to find that.
Charlemagne the guy, Angela Lee. I remember.
Yay.
So, like, yeah, we can't find a gas station.
What street
like,
you
Yeah,
on?
wait, what street?
I'm on, I don't even, this is 11th Avenue right now? 11th, I'm right here. It says La Columbia Coffee. You ain't no gas station?
Oh, yeah, you all the way down. I think there's one on 23rd on the east side. On the west side, you got a couple more, like, on the 40th.
First of all, don't listen to Envy. Envy gives y'all the wrong traffic every morning, okay?
I haven't given traffic in 3 years.
Oh, exactly. They made you stop. So listen, you better Google. Google's your friend, bro.
I'm trying to
Go on
Google it, like,
Waze.
I'm gonna be the best economist New York ever had, but like,
Nah.
goddamn, the DOD, the government paying for this, so I'm just trying to figure out where's the gas station.
But be careful because, you know, with the Google, they haven't updated those gas stations, and they sold a lot of them gas stations to put high rises. I've been there before, bro.
All right, thank you, though.
Good luck. Use Waze. Use your Waze app.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
All right. Hello, who's this?
This is Gator from North Carolina.
What's up, bro? Get it off your chest.
Hey, I want to talk about Dog Park Debbie. Let me talk about me. I have a 150-pound Rottweiler, purebred bull mastiff mix. If you let your dog hump my dog, now I got a litter of dogs that's a mutt. So yes, I would be very upset if you let your dog hump my dog in the dog park, because now my dog loses certification.
Do we let our dogs hump other dogs though? It's kind of
That's
like
what dogs do.
Yeah, they just start, and you
And
kind
then
of
you have to stop them,
Like, you're not
yeah.
gonna let the dog
Once
complete.
they do it. He pulled the dog off.
Yeah, but dogs get stuck too though, so that's not easy. Dogs get stuck together.
Not that fast.
Yes, they do.
Oh, it's that bad.
You're crazy. Y'all can tell y'all from the city.
But in the same token, my man, he was aggressively following those little white females. Sorry, I'm a black dude. You just don't argue with females.
I don't know where you at.
I don't even know the whole story.
Yeah,
so I don't know what y'all talking about. I heard a little bit of it.
Yeah, she was. She called the cops on him because his dog was humping her dog in the dog park.
That is correct. So yes, I would be upset. I would have to almost butt kick his dog off my dog.
Yeah, but don't call the cops.
He did take his dog off her
He pulled his dog off.
Hey, what's the charge though? Like, what's the charge when your dog humps another dog without consent?
No charge.
That's what I'm saying. What's the charge? Like, what do I
don't
get
know.
He
charged?
just
don't
wasted
know.
these cops' time.
I don't know.
But now you're possibly ruining my female dog because you didn't train your dog.
I get it though. I understand why you would be mad at that, especially if you got a red dog. You don't want no random dog just humping on your dog. I get it.
Well, stay away from my dog. My dog will hump dogs, cats, squirrels, bears,
You?
people. He don't hump me. I don't know. He don't like me. He don't hump me. But anyway, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Hello?
Hey, good morning. Who's this?
This is Kia.
Kia got a birthday tomorrow.
What you about to do? It's the weekend.
I got a lot planned. I'm not going to get into detail, but it's going to be a turn up.
Uh-oh. What you gonna do? Where you at? Where you from, first of all?
Newport News, Virginia.
Oh, 757. So what you doing out there? You going to the Broadway? You going to the beach? What you doing?
I'm doing a lot.
Oh, you
it's
want-
a lot. Listen, if I told y'all everything, I'd be here all day.
Woo! Okay. You got a
It's
boo?
the
You got
first time-
you got a boo
I
to
do,
celebrate it with?
actually. Yes, I do, but it's the first time I've had like an actual birthday in like 3 years because, you know, I was pregnant a lot, so.
Well, that's good. Now you about to get some birthday sex, get pregnant again.
Yep.
Oh, Lord. No. I'm done. Thank you. All my kids are under 4.
Okay.
I'm sorry, under 5.
How many kids you got?
I have 3.
Okay.
Well, congratulations.
My daughter's birthday was yesterday, so, you know, we're a couple days apart.
All right. Well, happy birthday. Enjoy your day, mama.
They all from the same baby daddy?
No.
All 3 different baby daddies?
Oh, yeah, they all have the same baby daddy, but no, that's not who I'm with now at the moment.
Oh, got you. Okay, well, enjoy your born day tomorrow. Go find somebody's candle to blow out, boo.
Thank you. Y'all have a good day.
All right.
You too.
Ty.
Yo, what's good?
What's up, Ty? Why you upset, Ty? Get it off your chest.
Okay, I want to know, IRS, where is my money? Like, I don't know. Long time, I know y'all ain't got these problems. You know, y'all up there sitting on racks.
That's
What are you
not
talking
true.
about?
And I haven't even done my taxes yet.
Yeah, me neither. But when I file, and then, I write off a lot and things that I should be writing off. And
You think I don't want my money?
I want my money, or I pay my money.
Yeah, the difference is I just don't want to owe.
Scratching and surviving, like we on good times. You know, we got over here surviving from check to check. I seen Donald Trump tweet, IRS means he ain't refunding, you know, SHI. Like,
He did not. Donald Trump did not tweet that. what fake Donald Trump page do you follow? He did not tweet that.
I saw it on Instagram.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Listen.
Ty, your check coming, Ty.
We're all just out here trying to make it. My mama told me a long time ago, just be happy that you making a living, okay?
You know how much you're getting back?
I can't disclose that I'm out on the radio, you know.
But you already know. So you know what you're expecting, though.
I do know.
Okay.
How much Gucci you plan to buy with that refund check?
I'm not getting no Gucci. We supporting all black businesses.
All right, that's what I like to hear.
You own a house yet? You gonna get ready to do a big purchase?
Oh, I'm buying some boobs. Okay, I'm being irresponsible. I ain't scared to admit it.
All right.
Booze.
She gonna get some.
Boobs.
She getting breast implants.
Oh, you might as well buy Gucci. What's wrong with you? Why? What's the point? Why?
Oh,
Why you need boobs for?
Thank you, mama.
Why? You get your tax money and buy boobs?
That is what
boobs
she
are small.
wants. It's
She
what
wants
she
bigger
wants.
No, ain't y'all supposed to be encouraging her to invest in something better?
Listen, I ain't gonna tell her what to do with
Boobs
her
cost about
money.
$10,000-$15,000. You can go buy some property with that.
How much boobs cost?
It's 5,000.
Oh, you getting a bad boob
Man,
job too, mama.
Exactly. You gonna get what you pay for.
Yeah, they're gonna be dropped to your knees, mama.
One gonna be bigger than the other one.
Yeah, it's gonna be all bad, mama.
Would you leave her
Watch.
alone?
When you have kids, the milk ducts ain't gonna work.
Hey,
at all.
it's her body. She can do what she wants.
Where you going to get this boob job? You going out the country, mama?
Oh no, they said that's the worst place to go.
Where you going?
The Bronx.
She going to
to
a
the
doc-
Bronx.
she going to
She
a
going to where
doctor.
DJ Self got his hairline
You
done.
stupid. You better not be going.
Wherever Self got his hairline at, she going to the same place. Baby.
Don't worry. I come up to Breakfast Club when I blow up. Y'all gonna see how good my boob job is.
Oh, Lord. All right, man.
All
Have
right,
a blessed
mama.
day. We tried.
Good luck,
Lord
mama.
knows we tried.
Go
We tried.
buy a house instead of some boobs,
Lord
mama,
have
please.
mercy. Man. $2,500 a
Get it off your boobs. 800-585-1051. If you need to get it off your chest, you can hit us up at any time. We got rumors on the way?
Yes, let's talk about Jordan Woods on Red Table Talk. You know, that's out today, and I'll tell you what they are reportedly saying is happening on that show.
All right, we'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
A heated discussion behind the scenes.
Ain't no damn heated discussion.
Monopoly money.
Because DJ Envy, ask the question. Go ahead. Tell them what you want to know.
No, I said it's not what I want to know. Is yesterday I was out in Atlantic City and I just realized that a lot of the streets in the Monopoly game is same as Atlantic City.
And what was the question you asked?
I didn't ask a question.
Yes, you did. We got
this
the
morning.
audio,
Oh no,
yes.
this morning I didn't know if Atlantic City was built off of the Monopoly game because it was rich people that
We're
built
gonna build
Atlantic
a
City
whole
for
city.
casinos. I didn't know. I honestly didn't know.
So
I
you said
didn't
you
know
don't
what.
You don't know what came first, Atlantic City or Monopoly?
I didn't know if Atlantic City was built off the Monopoly game or the Monopoly game was built off Atlantic City. I don't know who built Atlantic City or why it was built. I honestly don't know.
Well, Atlantic
So I was
City-
asking a question.
Atlantic City was founded in 1854.
Oh, there you go. Well, now we know.
When was Monopoly founded? 1852.
The earliest known game was like 1904. It was patented in 1904, but existed as early as 1902.
1904. So I honestly didn't know. So that's a good question. What's
not a
what's
good
wrong with that?
question.
No, I didn't know.
It's not a good question.
I didn't
bro.
know. And most people didn't even know Atlantic City is based off the game. If the game is based off Atlantic City,
Maybe that.
most people
but
didn't know.
Right.
So what's the problem?
What
If
came
asking,
first, Monopoly or
I
Atlantic
didn't
City?
know. I
what
honestly
came
didn't
first,
know.
Hungry Hippo or hippopotamuses?
I think that God made hippopotamuses based off the Hungry Hippo game.
You guys are stupid. You guys are stupid. I don't see the problem with the question, especially since most people don't know that the game is based off Atlantic City.
That's not what the question. You keep trying to move the goalposts.
I
What
didn't know.
you said
Can I
was,
do my rumor
what
report?
came first,
I don't want to hear this no more.
I mean,
I'm a zone out again. Can we please do the rumor
just
report?
like I'm sure there's some places built off somebody's ideas that they seen somewhere else and they built the place up.
Can I
That's
do
what I'm
rumors?
asking.
Oh, God.
I can't ask a question. Anyway, let's get to the rumors. Let's talk about a rapper being arrested.
It's time.
She's spilling the tea.
This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, Black Boy JB has gotten arrested on gun and drug charges. He turned himself in because authorities said that he was wanted on criminal possession of a firearm and various drug and paraphernalia possession charges.
That sounds about right.
So now he has turned himself in. So he did share some videos to Instagram before he actually contacted the police as well.
I always feel like rappers who get caught with drugs and stuff and guns, they can't afford security.
No, I think they can afford security, but some people just don't want to have security everywhere they go. They don't want to go to the mall and have security. They don't want to go to the store and have security. So people feel they got to protect themselves. I don't want.
Also, he's kind of a newer artist, so
That is very
sometimes
true,
you make
too.
those mistakes early on in the game, and then you realize it's better to be proactive, obviously, and do that beforehand.
And
But
it's better to know the gun laws in the state that you are in. So
yeah,
you
as
get your
well. We don't know
legal
exactly
firearm.
what happened yet,
To
so I'm sure
avoid
we'll
things
find
like
out.
that.
All right, now Jordan Woods, as you know, is going to be on Red Table Talk today, and they're saying, according to sources familiar with the show, she is going to apologize to Khloe Kardashian on the show. She said that she was not drunk when she hooked up with Tristan Thompson, and she just made a mistake. Also, she felt comfortable speaking on that issue with Jada Pinkett Smith because they have a very close relationship with the family, and Jada Pinkett Smith was very non-judgmental with everything.
Well, apology will probably be accepted, but friendship will be done. Can't trust you after that.
Now, Khloe Kardashian, in the meantime, is, of course, in her feelings. She was on her Instagram story, and she posted a couple of things about cheaters. She said, you ever notice people would rather stop speaking to you instead of apologizing when they've done something wrong? Remember, they cheated because they wanted to, they lied because they could, and now they're sorry because they got caught. It's always about them. You did nothing to cause or deserve it. She also posted, Dear God, I am going through a rough patch in my life right now, but I trust in you. Please help me unfold what you are trying to teach me in this storm. I believe that even in this storm, there is a powerful message that I can take to help strengthen me.
She's wrong about some of that, though. You cheat because you could. No, what she said, you cheat because you wanted to.
You cheated because you wanted to.
That's a fact.
You lied because you could.
No, I lied because I got caught.
And now you're sorry because you got caught.
Yes. Oh, that's right. That's accurate.
Right. That's pretty,
Yes.
pretty accurate. Basically, don't blame yourself because somebody cheated on you. It's not your fault.
And you can be sorry you hurt your woman's feelings. You know what I mean?
Now, the other rumor is that Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott are having some issues. Travis Scott postponed his Astro World concert in Buffalo. That was supposed to be last night. He said he was sick, but they're saying really Kylie accused him of cheating, and now he had to stay in LA to deal with those accusations, according to TMZ. Now, Travis Scott's reps say that he did not cheat on Kylie, but he did end up flying back to the East Coast to surprise her and Stormi. And allegedly, they were at her house, and she claimed that she discovered evidence that he cheated, and that's when they got into an argument.
What is
And
the
that
evidence?
argument continued until yesterday.
We don't know the evidence, but anybody would, if your family's in going through a little trouble, you got to do what you got to do.
All right, well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your rumor report. And, you know, I tried the new flavors of Orange Vanilla Coke and Orange Vanilla Coke Zero Sugar. Yeah, you heard that right. And I have to tell you, it's a great combination of Coke, orange, and vanilla flavor. Head to your closest retailer today and try them out.
All right. Now, when we come back, we got front page news. What we talking about?
Oh, man, unfortunate situation about a young lady who was missing, and we'll tell you what happened. We'll give you some information. This all started in Boston.
All right. We'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Let's get in some front page news. What we talking about, Yee?
A really unfortunate situation. Now, they have arrested a suspect in Jassy Korea's kidnapping case. She had went out. She's 23 years old, and she was last seen leaving Venue Nightclub, which is in Boston, the theater district, and they reported her missing. And a very unfortunate situation. They did find her in the trunk of Louis D. Coleman III's car. He has been located and placed under arrest in Delaware. That happened yesterday evening. The police said a body has been recovered, and they are waiting a positive identification at this time. So
How old
the
is she
cause
again?
and manner of death are pending. 23 years old.
Yeah.
Yes, he was in Delaware when he got arrested. So according to her father, He told the Boston Globe his daughter went out Saturday night with 2 female friends and a man. We don't know if that man was Coleman, and according to the police, that's last time she was seen was early Sunday morning after leaving that nightclub.
Well, if he murdered that girl, I hope he lives long. I hope he lives long and suffers in prison and dies a horrible death.
Right.
Damn.
Our condolences.
So sad, man.
Her family, Jassy Correa. Now, Dog Park Debbie, a white woman from Massachusetts, has gone viral, and that is because she called the cops on a black man because his dog was humping hers. So now they're calling her Dog Park Debbie. Here's what Franklin Baxley had to say.
Honestly, I'm just trying.
You're not trying to help me.
To tell you
No, you're not trying to help me. I know the rules.
You're not.
The dogs. I'm obeying the rules. What are you talking about? I'm right
You can't
here.
allow your dog aggressively on top of another
The
dog.
dogs hump each other every day, and I took him off. I took him off. I know it's my opinion, but you don't call the cops over it. That's all I'm saying.
He took his dog off the other dog. It wasn't, that's what happens. Your dog tries to hump another dog, and then you go grab him like, stop it.
What is the police supposed to do, though?
I don't know.
What are the police supposed to do?
Arrest the dog?
Dogs get stuck. What do you do when a dog goes to sleep with another person's dog without consent?
But if the dog humps one time, he pulls it off, and then he humps again and pulls it off, then it humps it 3 times. I mean,
Probably getting stuck by the first time or the second time anyway. I'm just saying, what are the police supposed to do? What is the charge? There's
he
no
also,
charge.
according to Franklin, he said then another dog came and humped his dog.
That's right, baby.
And no one said anything.
Orgy.
Oh, my goodness.
He also said that she was saying that he was threatening her and following her around, but he said, I'm following my dog around because I'm the dog's owner, not following you. Everybody's following their dog around. Relax.
The last person, we need to be talking to the cops. I need to know how the cops responded to this. I need to know
Well, he said he told the cop, I don't know why he's doing this, why she's doing this, and he says I'm used to it. So.
There's no charge. Is there a charge on the books for something like this? There can't be.
I don't know.
I'm not responsible for my dog sleeping with another dog. Dogs sleep with each other all the time, B. What he said is real. Dogs hump each other all the time, B. Okay?
Right.
It is what it is.
All right, and Robert Kraft, speaking of humping, he has pleaded not guilty to soliciting prostitution. The owner of the New England Patriots, he is one of 25 people who are accused of actually soliciting prostitution, and he is saying that he is not guilty. So we shall see what happens with this investigation.
I've been thinking about this, right?
Okay.
Now, they're saying that the lady that did these acts was the owner.
The business manager. Yeah.
What happened if the business manager just liked him and he did that and he said, okay, here's a little something to clean up your, I ruined your shirt, so here's a little something to clean your shirt to get a new shirt.
Our happy endings could be on the secret menu at this massage parlor, like they are at a lot of massage parlors.
Well, but the real issue is that they saw that these women are living in the massage parlor.
This wasn't one of those.
But this is the
women.
owner.
This was the business
No, but I'm
manager.
talking about that's how the investigation even started.
Yeah, it's like
so it is not. I think if you are soliciting prostitution and you're going to these massage parlors, you don't know under what conditions.
I told y'all from the beginning they put a lot of sauce on this story. It's literally like going to the trap house to buy weed and then the feds bust the trap house. I'm just here to buy a dime bag. Okay, Robert Kraft was just in there getting a little rub and tug. Okay, he didn't know
because it was the owner.
It was the business manager that he's probably been there before.
Yeah, and hey, she likes me. She did an act, and I said, here's a little something. So here's a little lunch.
See you tomorrow. I'll be back.
Exactly. He know where to go. He been there before.
I don't know.
I can't make it with lunch to you. My team got is playing in this playoff game, but next time dinner on me.
I mean, but this charge is not going to stick anyway, though. I mean, it was a misdemeanor. Like, come on, this guy's a billionaire. He'll eat that.
Hey,
okay.
That's your front page news.
That's kinky if you're gonna eat it. All right, now when we come back, 2 Chainz will be joining us. 2 Chainz,
his album is out today. Rapper, go to the league.
I've been listening to 2 Chainz for a long time. Listening to 2 Chainz when he was Titty Boy with Players Circle. This is absolutely 2 Chainz' best body of work. It's not even close.
All right, we'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Morning show.
Yes.
What's up, my brother?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
2
studio album, man.
One of the most consistent artists around.
Thank you, darling.
I have to say, because we love Pretty Girls Like Trap Music, but this new album, I just got it last night, so we were all listening to it together, and amazing.
Let me tell you something, man. I've been a Players Circle fan. I've been with you since the Trapper Valley tapes and ride with you for a long time. This your best album, and it's not even close. Do you feel that way?
No doubt about it.
So who gets the credit for this being the best body of work? Is it you? Is it Tech? Is it LeBron? Is it a team effort?
No, well, Tech just really answers phone calls. I mean, he does more. He does more than that. But then he asks me, "What you think about this?" So he can't take the credit for that. And then LeBron, obviously getting the moniker or the title of A&R. This project was definitely my idea. But you know, he wasn't in there turning knobs or anything. He didn't have time to, like, you know, send me beats or anything. I brought him on board for a couple of different reasons. But this Rapper Go to the League was something that I worked on for over a year. Like, you know, Pretty Girls Like Trap Music did very well. We essentially had, you know, damn near a Statue of Liberty in a pink trap house in Atlanta. It was basically the same type of effect as the Eiffel Tower. Just as people, you know, this is way after the album, people still following the campaign. These ideas, they just keep going, they keep working, they employ people, you know what I mean? And so with Rapper Go to the League, I had to find a way to connect the dots, and that's why you see this yellow crate on the album cover, because this is kind of where I came from, like a low socioeconomic.
Oh, they bought it in here?
Yeah, we got a yellow crate.
Yeah. So basically, sometimes it's either a milk crate or a bike rim, but basically you using, you know, what you have to get certain results. You know what I'm saying? So prior to getting a basketball goal, we were hooping things like, you know, like this and stuff.
Why did basketball play such a role in this album?
So I call it Rapper Go to the League, but it's actually an oxymoron. I wanted to really show people that they can do more than just have a wicked crossover or be able to hold certain notes. And that's why I started these Black Now stories to inform people of people who are currently living right now, real-time inspiration. They don't know how to do a layup. They don't know how to do any of these things, and they're successful, and they're also African Americans. So on this album, I try to teach a little bit more. I try to have a little bit more substance, more concepts, because I love concepts. And so Rapper Go to the League was something like, it was almost like clickbait, you know what I mean? And then when I bring in LeBron, who has the same similar campaign of more than an athlete, so I had an idea. I'm like, this guy already supports hip hop. He already supports the culture. Why not add this A&R to his resume?
So what did LeBron say when you hit him up and was like, yo, I want you to be the A&R?
Surprisingly, he was with it. He was cool with it. You know what I'm saying? He was cool with it because I already told him that I was going to give him the credit. I obviously was going to pay him. And one of the things I brought him in for was like, I had more than enough songs. I over-record on purpose, you know what I'm saying? And so then it was about getting the outside ear to hear the concept of the album and just try to narrow down songs to fit up under this umbrella. You know, like I probably chose from between 21 and 25 songs and narrowed it down to 14 with his assistant.
What songs did he pick specifically? I want to know what kind of air Bron got.
He obviously liked NCAA.
Okay.
He liked $2 Bill.
Tough Tune.
He liked Whip. I can talk about all these things, right? I could Mama I Hit a Lick.
Oh.
He liked
Kendrick.
Yeah. Threat.
Hey, okay. Okay.
What about sequencing? Like putting that song with Marsha Ambrosius first. How did you guys collaborate on that, or is that?
That was an idea that actually he had for a long time. Like we met out here in New York and played some songs, and I had this Marsha song for kind of some time, but it was hard for me to put it out, and I didn't know where to put it when I put it out, because originally I thought maybe this could be an outro, but it had so much weight to it. It had so much substance. And I said, why not start off my album with that kind of emotion? It talks about death in the intro. You know what I mean? It talks about
Lil Fate's son.
Yeah, it talks about my partner Lil Fate's son passing away. My homie Big, his son passed away last year in August. He was about to be 18 in September, and he died to gun violence. And these are like my friends. I went to school with them, and now their kids are getting killed. And it's like, there's nobody that I know can explain that feeling. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody that I know can explain that feeling. And I got phone calls both times when your homeboy calls you and their child has been taken away from. It's some of the most harshest pain I've ever heard or felt in my life. So I wanted to get straight into that, letting people know, oh, this is a different album from Change. This is a different direction.
When Little Fate calls you and says that, how do you even console your man in a situation like that? Because you describe how you felt. You say you were shaking and all that. How do you console your man in a situation like that?
I knew like he actually had a kid in like the 9th grade. He was popping, you know what I mean? Right. He had a kid in the 9th grade, kind of grew up with him, and he was 21, you know? Damn. He was 21 years old, and somebody shot and killed him. You know, we went to the funeral, and it's hard to just relive that. Like the last one, Big, that's my partner. He's actually I got him working for TRU, my label, like doing A&R for some of the upcoming artists that I have. But like one of my other friends is blowing my phone up, and he tell me, man, I heard Big son just got killed. And so 60 seconds later, Big was calling me. So I started praying that the information was untrue. And then while I was praying, Big, the phone hung up, and then he called me back. And then when he called me back, he said, bro, somebody took my son away. And I was like, I heard this call before. I heard this pain before. I went straight out there to where he was, you know what I'm saying? I still beat myself up about it because I talked to him 2 weeks earlier. It was hard for me to connect with him because he was old and he was so cool and so like, I don't care if you 2 Chainz, you know what I'm saying? And that happens to me not that often, you know what I'm saying? I can really, this street stuff mixed with his psychology degree, I'm able to tap into a few things, but he had a shield up. And I'm like, damn, Lil, when you think you cooler than me, you know what I mean? And then I had to kick in the psychology. I remember he used to love football, and my studio is 20,000 square feet. So we played a little catch, worked on some spirals, and then we kind of talked about, like, what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? And the common thing that most young people want to do is rap. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm like, what else you want to do? Like, rap, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, come back. And, you know, the next time I saw him, he was in a coffin. So that's just disheartening. So I talk about that on the first song. I know that's probably not a normal way to start off an album, but
it's very hard to get past that record. I repeat that record over and over. Why do you call it Forgiven though?
Because I think that's something that we got to work on. You know, pride and grudges is something that I used to say black men, but I think we all have a problem with like holding grudges to the point where you forget why you don't even with a person no more. You got to think how many people in prison are in the graveyard because of pride. So for me, I guess I'm on some each one, teach one, just trying to lead by example. And
it also takes a burden off of you when you can forgive certain things and not have that ego.
No, yes, yeah, because I don't want to say this, but yeah, I've definitely held grudges to where I want to like get back, like revenge.
Have you let it go with whoever it is?
But it's like, how you gonna teach people you can't?
It's a hard thing to do.
I'm starting to meet more and more black people that actually see therapists. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? You know how
that's crazy. You got a psychology degree and you don't see.
That's why I don't, because I think I know all the I think I know all the whoops. I think I know how they're gonna come, and I'm gonna play too much defense instead of letting myself go. So.
I go once a week.
I heard you was crazy, a nut. I heard you. Ain't that the bad reputation? I heard you was coming out of psych ward.
No, we are waiting to see some progress. I don't know. It's taking a while.
It's good for you, though. It's just good to have somebody to talk to, man. That's all it is.
That can't tell your business.
That's all.
That's really what it is, man. Like, they legally can't tell that you're a scumbag or whatever. Like, bro, I did some up shit.
All right, let's get into a joint off the album. This one is called Forgiven, featuring Marsha Ambrosius. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. 2 Chainz is here. Yeah.
So Ariana Grande has a feature on the album. Now, we saw when you said the whole thing with the pink car in the video, and then you did the remix, and now she's on the album. Was that already something that was done, or was that something that was worked out after you guys established a relationship?
It all happened post. She put out a video, obviously. It was pink, you know. Basically, it was pink. I didn't make up the color pink. People, personally, have been taking ideas from me a long time, and I feel like if I acknowledge them or say something, I'm being petty. So even when I posted something about should I go Big Draco, like, it was just a thing because Big Draco was making so many waves, right? And then our management calls my management, and it was cool vibes. He was like, shorty wanna, you know what I'm saying, meet him, you know, have this conversation. So I pulled up to the studio, you know what I mean? We had maybe a 3 or 4 hour dialogue. That's about everything. And then we actually started working the same night, which was kind of different because I'm known to work with a lot of different hip hop, you know, artists and stuff like this. And so for her to be, and then I didn't recognize, like, you know, how big she was, which is always good for me too.
She's the most followed person on Instagram.
Yeah, see, I had
follow women on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah, I just started following her last night. So.
That you put her over the top.
Is that a free feature?
Yeah. Did I have to pay?
Yes.
No, I didn't have to pay.
Okay.
Nah.
That should be the single too, by the way.
That's a dope song. I was gonna say.
If there's still such thing as a single, that should be the single.
Yeah, I think it will be too. What I want to do with this project, which I've never done, is put out a whole body of work at one time, not just putting out a song to release. I like the way it feels when you hear it all the way through. Obviously, it's people that's gonna skim through it, see a couple of features, and some streaming and be up. But I'm talking about when the smoke settles, I wanted the project to be a well organized body of work. As far as the song with Ariana, the song feels really good. She sings like an angel. I feel like it's gonna be a #1 record.
Sampled the A. Marie joint.
Yeah.
Why the Fools Fall in Love.
Yeah.
You talk about selling drugs to your mom on the album. Like, do you still feel guilty about that?
Mm-hmm.
How have you come to terms with it?
All right. You're always trying to dig in somebody, man.
What you mean?
Therapy.
I'm about to find some shit out about you.
That was a good ball in the album. I like introspective music.
Yeah, it was, but I ain't able to deal with it yet. That's about the surface I can get.
What's up with you and Jay? You say I think it's on Threat, you said the beat so hard, Jay could have been on it. Why y'all ain't did the record yet?
I don't know. you know, he's my favorite. I would love to work with him. You know, I tried to get him on this album. He told he said maybe next album. So I'm just we'll get it going. You know, I love what he did on Meek's project. I love that Pusha record he did. It's a few Ross records I like. A few Jeezy records I like. Ricky D he did with Fab. So he gets busy on other people's stuff. So I'm kind of.
He just named that. He's like, hello.
Did you let him name that beat for Threat?
And
he was like, maybe next time.
Charlamagne. Why do you do this to me? The timing was not right. You know, this would have been like a bucket list, and I'm gonna check it out one day. He know I'm passionate about this music stuff. I went to the brunch. We had a good conversation. So
Jay-Z might have missed out on this album. This is a great album.
Like I wanted it bad, but I didn't want to think like I was dependent on it to move the needle. You know, I'm down with earning my respect. You know what I'm saying? But he know I've told him all those things. You work with a lot of people. I be wanting to play too sometimes.
Why do you feel underrated though? Because I mean, if you had to put
because I am, you know, I'm underrated, Charlamagne. Like I'm underrated. I know I'm underrated.
You ask though.
If you do a survey, people are asleep on me because they don't. Sometimes they don't understand it. It don't bother me. I've always been highly confident. It's a thin line between cockiness and confidence, and I straddle both of them. And so I know what I'm doing in the booth. I know I'm somebody that can rap with De La Soul. I can rap with YG, E40, Lil Baby. I have such a wide range. Ariana Grande. I have such a wide range. You know, and people don't know how I'm gonna come.
I see they were saying that LeBron missed the game because of you. Because he was in the studio with you late at night. He posted
the Warriors game
at damn near midnight, and then the next day he didn't make it to the game.
Do you take the blame for that?
Because it's not true. It's not true.
I mean, he didn't.
That's just bad
he
timing.
didn't miss the game. Though.
He also missed 16 to 18 games. I had nothing to do with.
He was in the studio,
and it was for what? Over
man. Y'all know that man. Y'all see a clip of that man in the studio with me. Maybe it was an hour or something like this, and I had something to do with his groin being pulled. I can't get sucked into that.
That's not why he missed the Warriors game. Though he said it was work overload.
Nah, that ain't
album out Friday.
All right, so the thing is, everybody keeps looking at the date and seeing what LeBron doing. Nobody's seeing what I'm doing on the date. Nobody even know if the date is official or not. I thought this was called the internet. I think, and this is what y'all be doing, this little thing that y'all play the internet every day. I think y'all play on the internet every day.
Yeah, but nobody care about the truth and the lie more entertaining.
Man, I'm cool. I don't entertain it.
It's a funny story though.
I don't entertain it. I'm a Laker fan. You know, I want them to make the playoffs. I want Zoe to get back healthy. There's a few people that's doing what I do that love the Lakers like I do. Let's talk about somebody. I'm not the reason he didn't want to play.
I only got like one more LeBron question too. Was there any content you were scared to stay away from because LeBron was the A&R?
No, I just knew how I had to kind of have the ambience when he was around, you know, respectable, so it wasn't like knock him off the pedestal of what he was doing to help me, you know what I mean? So obviously it wasn't no gas in the studio. You know, it was more conversational, you know what I'm saying? Like I think we had, you know, a little red wine circulating, if that, you know what I mean? So it was just vibes. We've been doing this for over a year. So I gave LeBron a whole nother album that he has that's crazy. He has a whole nother project. And then I was working on this, and I'm like, bro, I'm finna switch this whole thing up, you know what I mean? And he still was asking about some of the records that's on the other project, but this is like what I felt like went together. So I'm sure he learned a lot about me during this process, like me personally.
Well, seeing that you're such a basketball fanatic that you even have LeBron A&R in your album, you know I had to get you to come to a Nets game in Brooklyn.
Yeah, me and Angela went to the Brooklyn game.
Yeah.
Where was the seats though?
Nah, she's sitting out there. She got her feet, her foots on the wood.
I have all access at the Barclays.
And she was known to leave a mother up and then go sit courtside.
I did leave. I left Charlamagne and Envy. I left a date once.
Yeah,
to go sit courtside.
Left a guy she was on a date with.
A date?
Yes. They go sit next to Jay-Z and Kaiser.
That's bitch, stay there. Bitch, don't bring me like. Yeah, you just stay right where you are. But nah, I mean.
No, they treat us good there. So, and my Nets are doing well this season. So I'm happy about that.
Appreciate the invitation.
All right, when we come back, we're going to get into a 2 Chainz mini mix. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. 2 Chainz is in the building. Charlamagne?
Now, I Said Me is another reflective record. You refer to yourself as a drug dealer, a killer, and a real but it seems like you're more than all of that at this point. So what are you, 2 Chainz?
2 Chainz, I'm a great father, great husband. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a musician. I have a lot of adjectives to describe me. Tall, dark, handsome. I'm a Virgo. I enjoy long walks in the bank. Doing pretty good. I'm all those things. The album is very reflective, you know. I use past tense a lot of my music because I'm obviously not trapping right now.
Mm-hmm.
But these are some of the things my kids really listen to my music now. Like I just got the phone with my son. He told me, "Hey, Young Juice," because I was on Pretty Girls Like Trap music, and so they thought it was funny that me and him going back on the phone to my, "Hey," he like, "Hey," I'm like, "Hey," and that was like, but that's my old album. And he 3, and so it's like. When I got my wife the new car, I ain't get no TVs this time on purpose because my kids would watch TV the whole day to school. The whole day. I'm like, man, they need to look out the window song. Mm-hmm. So now they don't want to look out the window still. They just want to hear music. And so they going to listen to my album. So I don't say like and stuff like that too much. Like I try to find creative ways to talk about even sex and things like that. I obviously still do. But when you got a 10-year-old asking me, did you just say 2 girls in the pool kissing? You're like, did I say 2 girls in the pool kissing? I ain't see. What you doing? You know, and I can't make them stop listening. They got iPhones and stuff. So I'm like, when my daughter asked me what a drug dealer was, I told her me. Because obviously I don't live the same way I lived before they got here.
But it's, kids are exposed to so much anyway.
Yeah, you can't play with kids like that. You playing yourself. I had a threesome in the 7th grade. That's no cap.
God damn.
Yeah, so don't play with kids like that.
How old were the girls?
They was 12 and 13 too. Well, when I was in 7th grade, I could probably say their name, but they might try to sue me.
No, don't do that. Please don't do that.
Might be big and ugly by now.
On Facebook.
Be like, she was fine in the 7th grade. Like, boy, this was who you was bragging about? I don't even want that smoke. You know who you are.
They might come out and do a video now just because.
Yeah, we the ones.
But you didn't even know what you was doing anyway in 7th grade.
No, I did. So that was the threesome was the second time I had sex. The first time I was a little like, it was a 9th grader. And I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So then I thought I was, I told everybody, don't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I hit something. Don't tell nobody.
Yeah.
I told everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm in elementary, she in high school, cut my ward off ASAP. No more of that. So then now I'm searching for, I had a little pee. I'm a dog, a full-fledged dog now. And these 2 little girls, they was fast. They was watching flicks, and they called me. I was shooting ball. They called me in the house, and then, the rest is history. But basically what I'm saying, I was back then, and people were promiscuous and doing sneaky stuff, so you can't play yourself with kids.
Mama, I Hit a Lick with Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
How do you choose features? Like, do they choose you? Do you do a record and say, I'm going to get Kendrick on this? Or do you do record already with Kendrick in mind?
No, so For Real came to my crib. I was actually getting a tattoo. I was getting a Trap House tatted on my leg, and then For Real came and played this beat. I had already gave Kendrick something to do. And so when he played this beat, and I had did my verse, and I was like, man, I think Kendrick might just really destroy this song. Me and him just kind of FaceTime until we got it done. The song was done a while ago, but we couldn't get the hook that was just crazy enough. I had probably 8 different hooks on this song. I had a Sway version, a Travis version, a For Real version. I had a version, and then we just decided to do it together. I had a Ye version, a hook and everything. So it came together like I wanted it to.
Now, you break down a jump shot on the record. Like, you talk about how to actually follow through and all of that. So, so what lessons did you learn from college ball that you still implement in your...
Well, this is what I learned. This is when I learned just playing AAU ball. Like, Coach Outlaw was, rest in peace, Coach Outlaw. I talk about how I learned more from my coaches than I did from my own relatives, which is crazy, but it's not crazy because you spend more time with your coach. You spend more time. You go to school from 8 to 3 or whatever. And then you practice from 4 to 6. Then you go home from 7 to whatever time you go to bed, right? So that's like limited time with your parents. And I've learned through this album when my disconnection was with that, how much I spent time with other people than my own kin.
Are you scared to go deeper into the psyche of Mr. Epps, though?
Yeah, I got some pain. It's some pain in there. I deal with it pretty good, you know what I'm saying? It's some things that just so close and dear to me. It's just hard to get out, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not average, it's not normal. It's really savage, some of the things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't going around killing and robbing people, but some of the things I did in my community, like I probably should have been ashamed of myself, but at the same time, I felt like I ain't have no other option.
How do you navigate through the industry? The industry could be just as evil as the streets, if not more.
I don't but I be by myself. I don't really with the industry. I'm cool with everybody in the industry. I'm sure they all did the resume background check. Mm-hmm. I'm sure they all thought about saying something crazy. Then they like, bro, leave bro alone. You know what I'm saying? That smiling all cap. And that's not like for no respect or nothing like that. It's just like how I move. I respect people. I treat the valet just like I treat the CEO. That's how I do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't shit on people. I've been in the game long enough to see people get rich, get broke, vice versa, you know what I'm saying? And different attitudes change. I think it's dope if I get a fat Super Bowl check and remain the same.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's dope. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Buy a car, too. I ain't bothering nobody. Buy some property, opening up another business next week. Like, I ain't bothering nobody. I have a restaurant doing well. I'm opening up members only, a whole nother spot in Atlanta. I'm opening up Pamper Nail Studio. I got a nail shop I'm finna open up like mine for players. Big throne chairs. You coming in, get your foot chopped off or whatever you want to do, you know?
Off.
Yeah, you got that bad black toe they need to.
For real. I got to shave.
You know he got you can see black nail on that. You know that dude got a black nail under that thing. They got commercials that do be trying to. So now, man, it's just about, man, I love being different. I love being myself. I got to go with my gut. You know, my conscience. I really believe in that voice that talks to you. I listen to that voice. I listen to it all the way home.
I feel like the law of attraction, I feel like you believe that for real.
Nah, man, I've done it too many times, man. Like, I could tell you now, some stuff about to happen really good. Like, that's all I can tell you. You can hold your like, I just dropped the whole shoe of Versace. Like, 2 people DM me they shoe. Like, don't DM me the shoe. Put it up. Support. You know, I support y'all. Now, cool. You holding your cool. Super Bowl come commercial come out. You DM me. Great job. Bro, tell somebody stop holding your cool. The album come out. LeBron put it up. Hey, man, you smart as hell. Bro, tell somebody else. Stop holding your you know, okay, cool. You gonna keep holding your cool.
I feel like you don't think you're being celebrated enough, 2 Chainz.
No, I want my roses where I can smell. No, I want to get picked up in the sky like I just hit the buzzer beater. I want that. I need that. I hit the game-winning shot. I want it.
That's wild to me because, I mean, everybody, I don't know, maybe because I do it and I see other people do it that I'm not paying attention to who's not doing it.
Because you ain't holding your and you ain't holding your you in it for a different reason. You're in it for a different reason. And like, when I say things like that, please don't let me sound petty because I'm blessed.
You're doing fine, 2 Chainz. You just put out your best body of work.
I definitely
Life
did.
is good. You got a hit TV show. Your family great.
No doubt, man. Don't make me seem like I'm tripping over because I'm not.
You asked a legit question on the album. You said, would you rather be underrated or unemployed? That's a simple
so you
answer
listen.
Come on,
you
man.
don't play though, bro. You listen.
Come on, man.
To say some of the stuff he's saying, but I ain't gonna lie though. He's all. And then I saw what you and Joe said about this being my album. I was trying to get you to hear it early. Yep. But I appreciate you putting that in the air. You know what I'm saying? Still believing in me, still knowing I can get the job done.
Well, Rapper Go to the League is out right now. 2 Chainz' 5th studio album. Good to see you again, my brother. I'm not interested in getting any illustrations. I don't care if you got a huge booty. I don't need mixtape covers. Leave me alone.
Oh, I got you. I'll tell you how to block that.
Please, my God.
Matter of fact, the way you told me to block things, that's how you block that. You the one that taught me how to block things.
Blacka.
Oh, I just got to add those. Oh.
Yes, that's what I did.
You right.
All right. Anyway.
I didn't even think about that.
See that? All right. Well, let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Solange.
Listen up.
This just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, we were talking about Solange taking over BlackPlanet.com, the social networking site, and now she has dropped a surprise album that came out this morning. So it's called When I Get Home.
I rolled to it this morning. It's a nice little vibe.
Yes, there's 19 songs?
19 songs, yes.
19 songs, yeah.
On this album.
Very quick album. It's only like 40 minutes.
She's been trending ever since she put this out this morning. So let's give you guys some clips in case you haven't had a chance to hear anything yet. Sound of Rain, that's the #1 trending song off the album. Here's a piece.
Yeah.
Now she said, y'all, I'm filled with so much joy right now. Wow, I can't thank y'all enough for this moment and for the feelings I feel in my body. I'm bringing home with me everywhere I go, y'all, and I ain't running from ish no more. Your love lifts me up so high. Thank you.
Yeah, playing all these Lucy's is not the move. It's a complete body of work, and it first should be listened to as such. The vibe was perfect this morning, especially in Jersey, because the weather was disgusting, and it was snow on the ground, and they hadn't put salt on the ground yet, so I was forced to drive slow. That's the reason I was late this morning, because I was listening to Solange.
Now, she also sampled Devin the Dude, Scarface, and Mike Jones on the album. Okay, H-Town. Other contributions, Tyler, the Creator, Cassie, The Dream, Gucci, and more. So make sure you guys have a chance to listen to that 1 through 19.
Great body of work. Definitely not CIAA music, though.
No,
that ain't.
That's not gonna get me ready for CIAA.
That ain't gonna be bumping that CIAA this week.
Maybe Monday when I get back.
Listen, I gotta go to Albany on Saturday. That's like a 3
3-hour
3.5
drive.
hour
Yeah,
drive.
3.5 hour
So
drive.
that's plenty of time for me to vibe out. All right. I'm Angela Yee, and that's your rumor report. That was all dedicated to Solange.
All right. Now, Charlamagne.
Yes.
Who you giving that donkey to?
We need Dog Park Debbie to come to the front of the congregation. We like to have a little word with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Just spilled water all over myself. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
All right,
Take a little
donkey.
champagne bath.
I know, right? Jesus. Donkey today for Friday, March 1st goes to a young lady in Massachusetts that the internet is named Dog Park Debbie. Now, I hate when things like this happen because for whatever reason, they do not release the names of these white-collar criminals. And yes, I call them white-collar criminals because whenever a white person calls the police on a black person for no reason, it should be considered a crime. Because whenever a black person has an interaction with the police, it's a great chance our lives are in danger. And even if our lives aren't in danger, it feels like it because of the way my anxiety is set up. So I propose that whenever a white-collar crime is committed, said white person should be fined a substantial amount. Now, the latest white-collar crime was committed by Dog Park Debbie, and the reason she is being called Dog Park Debbie is because she was walking her dog at an employee dog park. And so was a brother by the name of Franklin Baxley. Dropping the clues bombs for Franklin Baxley. Don't even know this guy and I like him, okay? Now, Franklin was walking his dog. If you have any doubts that Franklin is black, let the record show that his dog's name is Duce.
Really?
Drop one of the clues bombs.
Oh, that's
Franklin
funny.
again, man. Duce is his
Okay.
dog's name, named after Jay-Z's cognac. Well, Franklin was walking
came first?
Duce. What came first?
You stupid.
Inside joke. Well, Franklin was walking Duce, and Franklin said that he visits the dog park twice a day, and all the dogs get excited when a new one is here, okay? Well, when Dog Park Debbie walked in with her little mayonnaise-flavored mutt, Duce got excited. He ran over and started humping on poor Helmets. Franklin immediately removed Duce's penis from the mayonnaise jar and apologized. Franklin said that Dog Park Debbie said to him, "You should leave because your dog keeps doing that." Franklin told Dog Park Debbie he wasn't leaving, and she took out her phone, called 911. Let's hear it.
Honestly, I'm just trying.
You're not trying to help me.
To tell you.
No, you're not trying to help me. I know the rules.
You're not.
The dogs. I'm obeying the rules. What are you talking about? I'm right
You can't
here.
allow your dog aggressively on top of another
The
dog.
dogs hump each other every day, and I took him off. I took him off. I know it's my opinion, but you don't call the cops over it. That's all I'm saying.
It is not an opinion that dogs hump every day. Okay, it's two dogs humping right now. I can guarantee you that dogs absolutely hump every day. Well, when Dog Park Debbie walked in, you know what I'm saying? She got upset. She called. And this is why white-collar criminals need to be fined. All right? You are wasting valuable policeman hours. It is real crimes that are going on in Massachusetts that police could be tending to, but they are being distracted from the real issues because people like Dog Park Debbie are so afraid of the big, scary black man that she has to call 911 just because little Duce wanted some mayonnaise on his dog treat. All right? What bothers me about this is you called the police on Franklin, but what do you want the police to do? What would the charge be? You called the police on Franklin, well, you might as well call the police on Mother Nature. Call the police on God. Because dogs hump other dogs. Not because their owners tell them to, but because that's the way dogs are designed. It's just that easy, okay? Dogs mount other dogs. They hump other dogs. Not even for sexual reasons sometimes. Just because they are excited, okay, are seeking attention. All right? When dogs are unsure of their place in the pack, they're more likely to hump to see how many dogs will accept the behavior, which usually just leads to fights with other dogs, okay? Dog Park Debbie is actually being a Debbie dog downer because she's ruining the fun. All right, you're not going to tell me that this hasn't happened to you before in this dog park. So let's be honest here. It's not the dog humping that's got you bothered. It's the black man that's walking the dog that got you bothered. In fact, you probably value the life of Duce more than you value the life of Franklin Baxley. The problem wasn't the puppy. The problem was your prejudice. Please let Kathy Griffin handle my white work.
Please give this giant jar of mayo the biggest hee-haw.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today.
And drop one of the clues bombs for Franklin naming his dog Duce. You know what I'm saying? Sticking with the times.
All right.
You know? I like that.
All right. Now, when we come back, Steve Stout will be joining us. He's bringing his new artist, Chopper.
Now, is Chopper considered his artist? Because I know he's signed to United Masters. United Masters is Steve Stout's venture.
And he's managed by his mother.
Yeah, because there's a lot of other artists on United Masters. I don't know if that's his
artist per se.
Well, we'll find out next.
He has a deal for distribution.
All right, we'll talk to him next. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. We got some special guests in the building. Steve Stout and his new artist, Chopper.
I just started hearing about Chopper because Chopper turned down a $3 million record deal to sign with your United Masters.
Yeah.
And you know, Steve Stout doesn't really roll with artists that much.
Yeah, I've never
artists
seen
like
this in
that.
years.
So.
It's important to come and support this young man because he made a very important decision.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he decided to be independent, to own his rights, and go with an independent company. And a lot of young guys, 16 years old, would have taken the money, obviously, and we know how that all ends.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, nobody ends that story doesn't end well. I've never met an artist in my life that ever said one of the best decisions I ever made was signing with a record company.
Well, Chopper, how did you come to that decision to be independent?
Really, just owning all your stuff. Cause like, I think a lot of rappers when they sign, they think short term, but long term, like, you're not making no money off the, you know what I'm saying, the song, because at the end of the day, the label own that song.
Mm-hmm.
But if you own your music, you know what I'm saying, that's your song, you making money.
Have you watched other people's stories and been like, I don't want to end up like that?
Yeah.
You 16 though. Like, I love it because a lot of people, they don't have that type of vision. $3 million is a lot of money. What makes you think I'm going to be able to make more than this in the next couple of years?
Well, it's really just when you feel, I ain't no cocky type thing, but it's like you know your worth type.
Mm-hmm.
3 million. You know what I'm saying? I think I can make more than 3 million.
Yeah.
Without signing it.
Boy, it's the white man's worst nightmare, Steve. Black people, young black men knowing they worth.
Yeah. Well, look, I've always believed that record company contracts were very similar to sharecropping, right? Like, you don't really own the shit, and they make you believe you own it. And
it's a bank.
He's gonna make it's a usury bank loan. Like bank loans, there's laws against the amount of interest you could charge on a bank loan. Record company contracts are just bank loans with the most ridiculous interest rates. If you ever calculate it, that would be against the law. But it's worse than that because they actually own it. And this is an example of what's yet to come. These changes take place over generations. So you got a 16-year-old guy who says, you know what, this is what I'm doing. And it changes a generation that goes, you know what, I don't need this anymore. Instagram and social media is the new MTV, and Apple and Spotify is the new record store. What do I need you for? Mm-hmm. And you look at it, I mean, this guy put out the music on his own. I mean, song in a month is at 15 million views on YouTube. What does he need a record company owning that for? That's all. And yeah, everybody should know, you know your worth. You know your worth. He knows his worth. I certainly know mine. And like, that's the way we move and going forward. That's the power that we all possess.
How does United Masters? Yeah, how does that work? How does United Masters work?
We're a distribution company. He's not signed to us. Mm-hmm. We distribute the work that he owns.
And I own it.
Yeah, we distribute the work that he owns. So we're just a distribution partner for him. We allow his music to go from the studio onto Spotify, on to Apple. So we distribute to all the streaming platforms.
Tidal.
And they push it just like a label would do. Mm-hmm. But you own your music.
What is United Masters? For people who don't know.
Distribution.
I know, but I'm saying for people watching who just...
For people who don't know what it is, if you're an artist and you want to get your music out all over the world, but you don't want to sign to a record company or a record company hasn't contacted you, you can put your music up on YouTube on your own. Mm-hmm. Easy. But to get your music on Amazon, Tidal, Apple, Spotify, you need a distribution company to do that. And we also not only distribute it for you, but we collect on your behalf and pay you the money on your behalf. So it's basically a service that allows independent artists to get their music distributed and to collect the money and pay them.
And then he pays you out of that money.
Yeah.
Okay. For the services that you provide.
And he sees it in real time. Mm-hmm. It's transparent. So whatever the money that comes in is earned, he sees it. It's not like, don't call, I'll call you when the money comes in and checks in the mail. Nonsense. Record companies, they'd pay you, they'll give you an advance and you'll get like a statement once every 6 months. You get paid over long, long periods of time. He sees it 7 days, 14 days, 28 days. You see exactly what your song generated, and you get paid that money.
Now, what if he needs marketing, promotions? Does United Masters provide those services also?
Yeah, that's why we're here right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because Chopper, you would not be here if you was not signed to United Masters. I didn't
say that, bro. I didn't say that, young man.
Y'all got a partnership with the NBA, right?
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
Well, that's another thing that we did. We decided, like, not only do we want to do distribution, but we want to provide, to your point, services. And one of the services, my strong set, my skill is in brands. It's what I went from music and I built an advertising company, as you guys, well, if you don't know, now you know. I built an advertising company. And I wanted to be able to bring that service to artists that was signed to United Masters or was working with us. So the NBA is our first partner, with many more partnerships to announcements to follow, where we allow your music to actually be used in all of the NBA content. Mm-hmm. The NBA has 1.5 billion followers with their social footprint. They have 26 billion views of their content. All the music that's behind that all goes to United Masters.
How much does United Masters take from the artist?
10%.
Oh, okay.
If you, depending on the deal, but if you're just distribution with zero services, you just go through our service, it's 10%.
I want to know for Chopper, like, how hard was it not only to turn down the $3 million, but not to, like, sign a deal? Because that's everybody's dream as a young artist, to sign a record deal.
I'm gonna be honest, like, it wasn't hard at all, really. It's just, you know what I'm saying, everything you gotta do, every move you make gotta be your business. You know what I'm saying, a good move. I just feel like that move of signing wasn't a good move. You know what I'm saying? If you working hard, you doing this, you know that, you know what I'm saying, money gonna come. $3 million, that $3 million right now, but if you working hard and you know what I'm saying, working, doing what you doing, you could probably make $5 million in 1 year instead of just that $3 million you had. Then they gonna recuperate that anyway. It's just
the first thing when I sat down with him, he talked about how much money he paid for the video and how much money he paid for the studio time and how much money he got back. He made 5x his investment on YouTube. He said that immediately. This is like meeting one. I'm like, who talks like that? I mean, I'm paying attention to every little thing. And my belief that independent artists is the wave of the future. That these labels, honestly, are nothing more. They serve the purpose at a time. But for centuries, all they've done is taken away. You know, I was with Al Sharpton yesterday. How did Al Sharpton get in this? I'll tell you. Well, Al Sharpton used to be James Brown road manager, right? And Al Sharpton was telling me yesterday that as many times as James Brown has been sampled in the whole thing, this man sat in the morgue for 70 days. There was not $5,000 to pay for his funeral because he didn't own the music. And we just sit, when Prince wrote Slave on his face, we were looking at it like it was crazy. He knew. They put Slave in the recording contracts. The original copy is called the master, and the duplicates are called slaves.
Lord have mercy.
These things are just wild to me. And when you look at it, you know, it was like motherfuckers was hopping around, skipping and happy because they got a record deal, and they turn around and you can't pay for your funeral. Now, whether he blew the money or did whatever he did, in James Brown case, if he owned his rights, he wouldn't have been in that situation. Right. I don't like any of that. We need to protect his rights, not own his rights.
All right, we got more with Steve Stout and Chopper. When we come back, don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. We have Steve Stout and his artist Chopper in the building. Charlamagne?
Gotta ask you, do you accept Dame Dash's apology?
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, I told Dame Dash about a year ago that a lot of the things that he had said and professed during the height of his career with Rockefeller and Rockaware was way ahead of its time. I told him that. And I felt that I had to say that to him because while I was building this company, I was thinking through all of the guys who sacrificed to help pave the way, to teach in their own way that we should be owning ourselves and owning our shit and empowering ourselves. And he's on that short list of guys who did that. So I definitely called him and told him that. So, you know, the fact that, you know, he apologized. I didn't like the fact that he actually put me in the category of a culture vulture. That's crazy to me that he would do it. In fact, I think culture vulture is a great idea. And there are a lot of culture vultures. A lot of guys out there borrowing and stealing and ripping off the culture right now. And a lot of them are getting supported by us, and they don't even realize that they are stealing our shit. So I support the theory of culture vultures, and I would love to like work with them and let's put those guys on blast. But the fact that he ever called me that was wild to me. And I hope that's what he apologized for, because there's nothing at all that I've ever done in my entire career that would even categorize me close to that. All I've ever done was push the culture forward from day one. That's all I've done. And that's all I'm ever going to do. What success is to me is, did I move the culture forward? When I went into advertising, nobody gave a about advertising. And why would you leave the record business to go into advertising? Because I want to take what I learned from the record business and put that in the advertising business. Nobody was going to put Jada Kiss on TV doing a commercial back in 2001 with Allen Iverson. Who would do that? Who's going to give Jay-Z sneakers? You think Jay-Z sneaker and 50 Cent sneaker and Pharrell sneaker has nothing to do with why all these guys got sneakers today? It has everything to do with why. That's my job. I've taken that job. So anybody who says anything to me that is not complimentary of what I've contributed to get us all where we are today is in the music business is out of their fucking mind. And they need an education on Steve Stout to even talk about anything that's not like that I didn't push the culture forward or anyhow. I just went on a little rant. I guess I got upset. I don't like that type of I'm gonna ask you guys a question if you don't mind.
Talk to us.
What do you think about the Gucci situation?
I think I have a lot of thoughts on that I've been trying to figure out. I do think they absolutely need diversity there. I also feel like it's a foreign company, and I don't know what the sensitivities are to certain things. I do know that turtleneck was up on the side. It wasn't like it just got put up because I have the sweatpants that's in the picture. So I had seen it, and I didn't think...
There's a matching...
No, it's not matching. It's just the picture. I looked at the website like months ago, and I had seen it on there.
Okay.
And I didn't think they were trying to do like a blackface. I didn't think that was the intention of it. I thought it was just like an ugly turtleneck, and I was like, why would I want to put a turtleneck over my face and get makeup on it? That's just what my thought was. So I didn't really, and I know a lot of people had to have seen it before that because it was up for months. So I don't know that their intent was to be like, okay, we're going to do this blackface turtleneck. I do think that it's great for them to have them called out for that and for them to implement these plans of diversity that they better follow up on.
Yeah. So my point of view on it, I part of, again, moving culture forward, I put Dapper Dan with Gucci a year and a half ago to do that and put that arrangement together. And what I've been saying for years is that black people, African Americans, is the best consumers in the world because they buy products that aren't marketed to them.
Right.
For some strange reason, if something isn't marketed to African Americans, they look at it as aspirational. I want to get that, even though they're not talking to me directly. In the case of Gucci, absolutely, their intent wasn't to be harmful, but they're culturally completely unaware.
Culturally clueless.
And it's because they must look at African Americans specifically and go, they like big logos and bright colors, but not necessarily understand the depth or have any nuance to what really is offensive or not, which means they can do programs with, getting young black designers in the company and all that. That's cool. But they need like a black executive or black executives on their board. They need a diversity council. You can't sit in Italy and understand exactly the nuances without having black people over there or people that are in the culture informing you constantly. Not one day masterclass, a constant flow of information helping you stay on the right. And I'm sure they do it. I'm sure there's a Chinese version of offensive right there in China. I'm sure there's
I don't know what's offensive to people in Italy if I was to...
Exactly. We may say pizza wrong. We don't even know what's offensive to them. Mamma mia. And so you got to have, if that's your customer base, you got to put people in there that understand it because you're going to make these mistakes on a regular basis. The other thing, I don't want this to get lost. It's not only them. By the way, this is Hermes that had Oprah Winfrey standing outside and didn't let her in the store, right? So whether it be Oprah Winfrey and Hermes or Prada with the monkey in the bag or the brand that had the noose, Burberry. What they're all saying is we're foreign companies and we don't fucking know shit. And what I'm saying is all of you luxury brands that are sitting over in Europe that are getting our dollars, put a diversity council together, put young people like such as yourself, and be like, you have that around you. If your intention is not to make mistakes like that, then you should have people around you that'll make sure that you never make those mistakes.
I think they have to know, though. It's too specific. Like the Sambo lips, the monkey, the noose. Like, that's too
I got to think about
specific.
the noose.
Talk to me.
I think I told him this. I don't know who I told it. With the noose, I don't see how, you know what I'm saying, it's black, it's being black, how you can get offended by that. 'Cause I look at it like this, like we were trained. Like, do you not see that? You know what I mean?
You need media training. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
For real?
Yes, lynching. Lynching. You need to do the history of lynching in America, my brother.
I know that, but I'm saying, so this, you don't have no resemblance.
No.
Well, it's an actual noose. People got hanging with
noose. I thought it was just
even if they would have just had ropes hanging and not tied into a noose, that was the issue. It was supposed to be a nautical theme for Burberry. It could have been just the ropes hanging, but instead it was tied into a noose around your neck.
There's a specific way that a rope is tied.
Yes.
Where it goes from, that's just a rope, to that's specifically
a noose.
And that is absolutely, it's so offensive. That's what got Jesse Smollett.
Yeah, that's why he used
That's
that
why he
word.
looks like a clown.
Yeah.
He was trying to do it all. He was trying to turn this into his moment. And you know what? You guys are talented. You're talented. I've watched, from an outside, I've watched you get better over time. Much better interview, much more in-depth journalistic perspective on things. Kudos to you on that. You're real talent. Unfortunately, we're in an era where fame and talent are at odds.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people will do anything for fame. Mm-hmm. You know, it don't sound ridiculous anymore that Kim Kardashian made a sex tape. If you can have if you know that a sex tape can get you that, you're doing that all day long. We got to move away from that because I don't want the talent to get lost behind that fame. The fame is and there are talented people who are going like this. You know what? I'm gonna opt out the talent. Check the fame box because that's just working. Fame is getting rewarded. And people are doing dumb for fame. That's what Jesse Smollett did it for. Mm-hmm. He did it for fame. He did it for attention. That drug of attention is a real problem. You took this opportunity and you guys turned it into something that everybody around the world talks about. The Breakfast Club. It's a privilege to be on the Breakfast Club. That's 'cause your talent did that. It wasn't no stupid that did that.
We had some stupid in here, but we didn't.
Stupid gonna happen all the time.
But we didn't plan it.
Stupid gonna happen all the time.
Happens.
But talent got you where you are, and talent's always gonna win in the long run.
I agree.
All right.
My man Steve Stout, Chopper. Give me your Instagram.
And
all
Ellie
that stuff,
Chopper.
It's Chopper with 6 P's.
Chopper with 6 P's.
Yeah.
What's your YouTube page?
And Ellie Chopper.
Okay. And UnitedMasters.com?
United Masters at United Masters, UnitedMasters.com, and let's go get it.
It's the Breakfast Club.
Well, Biggs, a.k.a. Kareem Biggs Burke, just sat down for an interview with Revolt TV, and he talked about the Rockefeller biopic that he's working on. You know, he was one of the founders of Rockefeller. He said, I'm working on it now. And he said the film is going to be like one of the great gangster flicks. He talks about his story and his story alongside Jay-Z and Damon Dash. And he said it's going to be told in cinematic style, similar to The Godfather Part 2.
I can't see Sean Carter allowing that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because remember when he was supposed to do the Black Book with Dream Hampton and he said it was too personal?
Yeah.
I feel like Biggs would have to reveal so much personal stuff from that situation. I don't think he'd want to be a part of that.
He said, showing us as kids. He said it'll probably be separate stories of Jay, Damon, myself, all the hardships, all the pain. He said being evicted, living in a shelter, staying in people's houses and floors for 2 years. Jay losing his father at 4 years old when his father left him. Dame losing his mom at 14 years old and having to put himself through private school. All of the hardships.
Is it too early for them?
No, not at all.
It's not right.
Not at all.
Definitely not.
Because it seems like Rockefeller is, I don't want to say done, but, you know, Jay got a new chapter. Biggs got a new
there's no
chapter.
Rockefeller Records
Dame
anymore,
has a new
so-
chapter. So capping that Rockefeller would be
That
amazing.
Rockefeller
That would be great.
Records chapter
I would
is
love to see that.
closed, but now they all have their own different ventures.
Absolutely.
They just seem so young. Or maybe I just want them to seem young because it makes me feel so old.
Maybe.
How old was Tina when they did What's Love Got to Do with It?
I don't know.
It's always a good gauge for me.
You were about 17 when that happened.
But I mean, Rockefeller Records isn't putting out records anymore. So since that chapter is done, you can do something.
I'm here for it. I'm watching it. Okay?
I definitely want to see it.
For it.
All right, Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch is back on the market.
Who owns that right now?
The family.
They still own it?
Yeah, I would think so. So they're trying to sell it. It's been now rebranded as the Sycamore Valley Ranch. It's
You should
been
not have
listed
sick
now
in the name of that ranch, okay?
for 31.
Especially with all the alleged sick things that happened there.
It's been listed for $31 million. Now, originally, the asking price was $100 million.
Why don't they just turn it into
when they
a real
first
park?
put it on the market back in 2015. So, according to the real estate agent, they said the decision to relist with a reduced price was because the timing is right now for new stewardship.
Why just don't turn it into a real park?
I'm with you. Turn it
You know
to a museum/park. I think that would be dope.
Let people come there, ride the rides, you know what I'm saying? Serve hot dogs.
Well, that would have to mean that the family then would still have to maintain it. Pay
Maybe
for
not hot
it.
dogs.
It would sell itself.
Yeah, but maybe they don't feel like having to go through all that. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
they
just,
get a property manager to take care of it. And
maybe they'd rather just cash out. I
Donate
don't
the
know.
money.
I can't speak for what the state or the family wants to do. We do know that HBO documentary is coming out this weekend. The Leaving Neverland 2-part 4-hour documentary with the
That
testimonies
unethical
of Wade
documentary.
Robeson and James Safechuck, and Oprah's going to be hosting afterward.
They could do a haunted house at Neverland where they have like a Michael Jackson that looks like Momo running through the house scaring people.
that would be.
That's what I'm saying.
That
Like,
would
it's
be
all kind of
dope.
ways to make money with Neverland.
I don't know if they want that dope, but that would be dope.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. That would be a huge operation. The people they would have to pay and hire, and maybe they just don't want to do that. Maybe Neverland has too many bad memories for the family now that Michael's not there. They feel bad every time they see it.
That's true.
All right, now let's talk about Jussie Smollett and the brothers who allegedly took part in what they are saying is a staged attack, because we still don't know what happened. Now they have released a statement through their lawyer saying, my clients have tremendous regret over their involvement in this situation, and they understand how it has impacted people across the nation, particularly minority communities, and especially those who have been victims of hate crimes themselves. So that is the statement now, and that's their first statement that they have released a public apology. All right, Ariana Grande and Big Sean, they were spotted together getting a little cozy in his car after a recording studio session in LA. They said she was at the studio first. Big Sean showed up after, and then she came outside. She had her dog with them. If you guys remember, she did think it was going to last, because she did even mention that in Thank You Next.
Thought I'd end up with Sean, but it wasn't a match.
And then even in her music video, her burn book shows that she still thinks that Sean is so cute, so sweet, and could still get it. She wrote that in her burn book. So who knows? Maybe the two of them will end up. Is he still with Jhené Aiko?
I don't want to be in no girl's
I don't know.
burn
I don't
book.
think so.
What?
I wouldn't want to be in no woman's burn book. That sounds crazy.
Right, who'd you burn?
I don't give a gonorrhea or something.
Yeah.
Like, don't put me in no burn book.
I don't think you're in anybody's book anyway, Charlamagne. Nobody misses you, bro.
Yeah, and I thought you never had an STD. All right, now Lala Anthony.
That don't sound good.
Lala Anthony and Mel B, they were on Drop the Mic in the freestyle battle, and Lala went first. Let's see how you think she did.
Wow.
Her delivery was trash.
Her delivery
You know
was
what?
trash.
It sounds too
Delivery was
polite.
trash.
It
But whoever
sounds
wrote
too
that-
polite.
The boss was better.
Whoever wrote that, though.
Yeah,
Whoever wrote that was all right now.
How you know she didn't write it?
I don't know,
That's
because delivery
messed
was
up.
trash.
That's
why.
messed up.
But VJs are supposed to introduce videos. That's what they do.
Oh, stop it. You're taking it personal now. Stop
she
it.
said Lala was god awful. I don't remember Lala being god awful on Direct Effects back in the day.
He might owe me 5 minutes after
You
that.
said not god awful. Is that what you
I don't remember being awful at all.
She wasn't. That's all you had to say. You have to say god awful. All right, well, it is Friday. And, I don't know if you were here, Charlamagne, when Envy said this yesterday, but, the way we close out every Friday from now on.
It is Freaky Friday, right?
Yeah. You have the drop, Jamos?
Closing my butthole and get out of here.
All right.
One more time?
Closing
Please.
my butthole and get out of here.
All right. So that's what we got to do, because it's
Wow.
Friday.
Wow.
All right.
Envy is crazy.
All right.
Wow.
I'm sure that was
I don't
taken
think
out of
crazy is the
context.
word.
I'm sure that was taken out of
How could
context.
that be out of context?
Freaky.
All right.
Play it again.
Closing my butthole and get out of here. I'm close. Never mind.
Does it close, though?
So explain how this could be taken out of context.
I don't want to. Revolt. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Everybody else,
Who is
Do what Envy does.
shout to
Who is context?
Ja
What did you take
Rule.
out of him?
Ja Rule's birthday is in a leap year, so he didn't get to celebrate it yesterday, nor does he celebrate it today, so we're going to celebrate it right now for
How
Ja
do you know
Rule.
when he's celebrating?
I don't know, but his birthday is,
How do you know he's not celebrating it today? I saw a picture of him on a golf course.
his birthday's on the 29th. Today's the 1st, yesterday's the 28th.
So he's celebrating today.
So we're celebrating for him. We're going to get into a Ja Rule mix. Let me know
think he
your
wants you
favorite
at this
Ja
party.
joint. What?
I don't think he wants you at this party. Okay? You out here with open buttholes.
He can close it.
I can close it.
Please.
butthole and get out of here. Yeah, I'm closing my butthole. I'm getting out of here, man.